Cloud architecture. In this video, I'm going to talk about the methods that we can connect to the cloud. Assume that we have a public cloud and now we want to connect to the public cloud for taking our service. For example, taking the infrastructure as a service or software as a service or platform as a service. Okay, how we can connect to the cloud. Here we are talking about the different methods of the connecting to the cloud and also what is the pros and also cons of each method. What is the advantage and also disadvantage of each method, and after that we can better understand the benefits and also some of the disadvantages of each method. What method is for example practical for us, is suitable for us, and after that you will have better view about the clouds. The first thing that you should know is that we have two types of cloud: private cloud and also a public cloud. In this video I'm not going to talk about the private cloud, because in most cases the private cloud is resided in our company and we don't need to have for example multiple methods of connectivity to the private cloud. Let me to talk about the public cloud. In most cases we are using the public cloud, and now we have one important question: how I can connect to the public cloud. Okay, the first method and maybe the most obvious method is using the public internet or internet. Okay, you know that we can easily connect to the internet, and after that, because in almost all clouds are connected to the internet, we have connectivity to the cloud. Actually, we can say from every place in the world, okay, you can connect to the internet, and after that all clouds connected to the internet. Because of that, we have connectivity from the cloud, from the internet to the cloud. This is the most obvious and most simplest form of connectivity to the internet. But let me to talk about with a little more detail about this type of connectivity. You know that with the internet connectivity we have some advantage. I will talk about that those, and also we have some disadvantage. We should know about the advantage and also disadvantage. After that we can choose which method is suitable for our need. Okay, the first advantage maybe is the agility. You know that when you decide to use the public cloud, okay, you can order the public cloud in the catalog, okay, in the catalog of the cloud, okay, and after some minutes you have access to your resources. For example, to your platform as a service, to your infrastructure as a service, or to your software as a service. Actually, the time between the decision making of you and after that taking the service is maybe less than for example 1 hour. Because of that, you can easily and in the fast for example time, you can establish your for example requirement and start your work. Because of that, one of the most important benefits of the cloud is the speed. And you know that because we have internet connectivity in everywhere, okay, we don't need to wait for example establishment of this for example connectivity. You know that we have another methods, for example using the WAN services for connecting to the cloud. I will talk about that. Assume that now our service, okay, is available in the cloud, but we don't have the connectivity to the cloud because we need to wait to establish to the WAN service connectivity. Okay, maybe this takes more than 1 month, okay, or maybe more, maybe less. But if I use the internet right now, I can connect to the cloud. Because of that, the first advantage of using the public internet is that we have agility and we have the immediate connection to the cloud service provider, and after that we can connect to our services such as the infrastructure as a service or other type of services. Because of that, the first advantage is the agility. And in most cases, when we although when we want, for example, use another method, okay, such as the WAN connectivity to the cloud. For the start, in the first days maybe we are using internet. After the establishment of WAN connectivity, for example, or some other methods, we can use those methods. But for a start, we are using the internet because of its agility. Okay. The next method is the migration. The next advantage is the migration. What is the migration? You know that in one cloud, okay, when we have connectivity to the enterprise, you can easily direct or redirect the workflow from workload from one service provider, one cloud service provider to another service provider. Assume that I don't want to, for example, take service from one cloud and I'm going to take that service from another cloud, because all clouds now has a direct connectivity to the internet. We can change the workload from one cloud to another cloud, and because of that, the migration from one cloud to another cloud is so easy. And this is one of the other benefits of the using internet. Assume that you are using the for example, WAN services. Maybe one cloud connected to one WAN service provider, another cloud connected to another WAN service provider. And because of that, you cannot easily migrate from one cloud to another cloud. With internet, with only maybe some clicks, you can, for example, direct or migrate from one cloud to the other cloud. This is so important. The next benefit of the cloud is the distributed users. What is the distributed users? Distributed user is one of the most benefits of the internet connectivity. Why? Let me give you one example. You know that, assume that we have one, for example, service in our company. And this service needs somebody, for example, 4 people, maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe 10 people who are working on one, for example, product, okay, and they need to share their information, okay, in one place. We can take one software as a service from the cloud, okay, as a service, okay. This means that assume that we are taking Office 365 as a software as a service from one cloud. Every person can connect to this cloud, okay, and after that they can share and collaborate their information, okay. But the problem is that these members now needs to, for example, going to different places. For example, one of them is working in the main office. Another is working in one of the branches. The next is working in, for example, some area that in that area we have only one cell phone, and because of that we need to connect from the cell phone to the cloud. And maybe also we have some mobile users, and the only method that all of these person can use that method to connecting to the cloud, to the Office 365 as the software as a service is the internet, because we have a connectivity to the internet everywhere. And because of that, we can say when we are using the distributed users in different places, maybe the internet is one of the first choice that we can use, because internet is available almost everywhere. And this is another benefits of the using the public internet for the connectivity to the cloud. Actually, we can say about the advantage, the agility, the migration, and also the distributed users is some of the advantage. Maybe in your mind we have another advantage. Yes, all of them are correct. Okay, maybe all of them are correct. But let me to emphasize that one of these 3 advantages are the common advantage, but about some type of company maybe, or some type of function, maybe we have more advantage. Very good. Now let me to talk about some of the disadvantage. What is the disadvantage of using the, for example, internet as the for example, connectivity pass to the cloud? The first is security. I know that you know about the security. I know that you can, for example, sense the security. You know that internet is not a secure connection. For example,